Because you can give doesn't mean you always should. Hey, I'm Tessa, and today I'm going to be discussing with you ways in which you can reset and refocus your mindset to not just give but to receive as well. Question: have you ever found yourself giving and overgiving to the level where you forget about yourself and lose yourself? One of those people who like taking care of others, who like doing the little things for others, who likes fixing things for others, bringing warm coffee, making sure they are warm, taking care of them, asking them about the little things, noticing the minute expression, noticing when they're sad, noticing when they're a little bit out of it. You fix everything for them. You like making their lives better. But lately you've been feeling a little tired, a little burnt out, just exhausted and just mentally and emotionally drained. Taking care of others is a beautiful thing. It is wonderful. But in taking care of others, one thing you should never forget: the person who needs your care the most, that is you yourself. That person should never get lost in the hustle and bustle of you taking care of other people. Honestly, for a lot of us, we do it because we love receiving words of thanks. We love seeing the look of appreciation in those eyes. We maybe are a little bit addicted to people pleasing, and maybe we are a little bit addicted to people pleasing. Honestly, we also love making people's loads lighter, with their hearts lighter, making them happy, and just seeing that beautiful smile of happiness on their faces. That's like a major draw for me when it comes to making people happy. But here is the truth I had to learn the hard way: just because you can doesn't mean you always should. When you start feeling emotionally drained, emotionally exhausted, lost and invisible, that is your cue to take a very pause. If that sounds familiar, then you might be giving too much and you might be emotionally burnt out. So let's talk about it. Always feel guilty saying no. Even when you're exhausted, even when you know this is beyond your capability, your mental, and even when you are on the verge of breakdown, you find it absolutely hard to say no to people because you do not want to let anyone down. But saying no, it's not being selfish. It is not being rude. It is a survival instinct. It is for your basic survival, mental survival, your physical survival. You are not selfish for stepping back. You are not rude for saying no. You don't owe anyone your energy if they are not meeting you halfway. When you start to notice that others don't check in as much as you do, they don't care about things that you seem to care about when it comes to them, they don't care about checking up on you the way you seem to check up on them, that is another sign that you're hitting emotional burnout. You feel invisible to them even when you are right there in front of them. You feel lost. These are some of the signs that shows you've hit emotional burnout. You're starting to feel bitter even if you hide it. You love helping others, you love being there for others, but who is there for you? And you start to notice it, and then you start to feel tired and resentful, and that is your inner me whispering to you and saying, what about me? Who takes care of me? Who is there for me? It's okay to be the helper, it's okay to be the nurturer, it's okay to be the loving one, but in being all these things at once, never forget the person who needs you the most, you. But in being all these things at once, never forget the person who needs you the most, you. You downplay your own needs, you hide it, you deny it, even to yourself. And when others ask you if you're okay, you hide it, you smile and tell them everything is okay, everything will work out, everything will be fine. You weather other storm with them, you hold them together while hiding your own storm going on the inside. You don't know how to receive love, only to give. You have forgotten how to receive love. You shrug off compliments when they're giving to you, you deflect it. It feels like it's what you should be doing, and compliments just make it seem like you're doing something special, but you are doing something special. You're doing something extraordinary and you deserve to be complimented for it. You're so used to be the strong one, the independent one, the glue that holds everything together. When you encounter softness, it feels alien to you. You feel weak, but it is not weakness, and it is time for that to change. So if you're trying to learn how to care for yourself the way you care for others, how to make yourself feel loved and appreciated, here are 5 simple things I did that helped me, and maybe they might help you too. 1. Say when you're tired. I know it sounds simple, no excuses. People are not mind readers. You would expect people to notice from your posture, from your eyes, from the vibe you're giving off that you're tired. People are not mind readers, so they can't read face because they are so focused internally on themselves. Sometimes they fail to notice what is in front of them. So say when you are tired. It is okay to be tired. It is okay to tell someone, hey, I am exhausted, so this is going to be a no for me. I need to take a break to say no. It is not a crime. It is not you being selfish. It is you fighting for your mental and physical survival. 2. I know people show up for you. It's hard. I find it so hard to let people do things for me. I always feel like a burden when I depend on other people. I always don't want to burden people. I always don't want to cross people's boundaries. So whenever someone offers to do something for me, I feel like it's an inconvenience, like I'm being a burden to that person. So I don't like it. I have this extreme feeling of rejection when someone is trying to help me. I had to learn the hard way to let people show up for me, to let people be there for me, to let people help. It is not a weakness. You are not a burden. It is okay to let someone else be there for you. And the third one, ask for help. For all the tips I've talked about, I think asking for help for me is the hardest one. It is one of the hardest things I have ever had to learn in my life. For me, asking for help is like there is mud stuck in my throat, struggling to come out, and it can't come out. Like when I am trying to breathe underwater, I can't open my mouth to talk. It was virtually impossible for me to ask for help. Not even to my family, not even to my sister, not even to my mom, not even to my friend. It's ridiculous how much I hated asking for help. But I finally realized no man is an island. No man can do it all. No woman can do it all. In my case, nobody can do it all. You have to ask for help. Your friends probably see you as the independent one who can hold everything together, who can take care of herself, who can take care of everything. So they don't offer to help more. But it might shock you, it might surprise you when you finally are able to ask your friends and family for help. It might shock you at the response you get. You realize people have been waiting a long time to be able to do something for you after everything you've been doing for them. They've been waiting a long time to be there for you, and they finally gave them the opportunity. It will shock you how much people will show up for you. See, people really aren't mind readers. Big-hearted people, I call them big-hearted people, are able to notice emotional cues, posture, looks, eyes, faces. They notice when you're in need. They notice everything. But not everybody has that ability. Not everybody can notice the little things. Not everybody can say, I wonder what is up. Not everybody can notice these things. And that is when it is time for you to open your mouth and tell people, yeah, I can't do this. I need help. I need this. And people show up for you. They will show up for you because you have been there for them, and it is their turn to do something else for you. Number 4, do the little things for yourself. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're the type who loves taking care of people, loves doing little things for people to make their world and hearts lighter, to make their loads lighter, then you are the type that sends beautifully crafted birthday messages to friends and family, beautifully crafted anniversary congratulation messages to everyone. You are the type that make warm soup when they're sick, the type that does little things to make people feel loved, appreciated, and taken care of. This is now time to do those things for yourself. Make yourself a beautiful, delicious cup of coffee. Make yourself that wonderful soup you've been craving. All those little things you've been doing for everyone that makes them feel happy, nurtured, cared for, comfortable. It is now time to turn all those little things to the person who needs them the most. You yourself. If you tell people, I love you, you're wonderful, you're amazing, then it is now time to tell yourself, I love you, you're amazing, you're wonderful. The first day I told myself, I love you, girl, you're amazing, I felt so happy, so fulfilled. I was honestly shocked. I didn't know me telling myself I love you was going to make me feel so happy. Casually, I didn't even mean it at that time. I didn't even do anything great. I was just walking along one day on the road, and I thought of something idea, and I was feeling myself, and I was so happy, and I was like, I gave myself a high five, and I was, you're awesome, girl, I love you. And I was like, oh, and I took a pause right there in the middle of the road, and I felt this warm rush of happiness. And I'm like, wow, is this the first time I ever said I love you to myself? I stood there and let my heart soak up that feeling for a while, and that was the day I told myself it was a great that if nobody was going to appreciate me, I was going to appreciate myself. If nobody was going to love me, I was going to love myself immensely, beautifully, wonderfully. So never forget to tell yourself, I love you, you're amazing, you're wonderful. Do little things for yourself. When it comes to your anniversary, write beautifully crafted message to yourself. Read them, smile, laugh, and be happy. When it comes to your birthday, write wonderful, amazing, beautiful birthday messages to yourself because you deserve them. When it comes to notable moments in your life, little things that you do, celebrate them. Be happy. Dance around the house. Take joy in the little things you achieve. Take happiness in the little things you were able to do for yourself. Let yourself be happy for yourself. Let yourself do things for yourself that make yourself smile, because I believe when we are happy, when we love ourselves, we get to share that love more with the world around us. Because how can you make people around you feel nurtured, loved, and cared for if you don't make yourself feel nurtured, loved, and cared for? So the first person that you should care for is yourself, because when you're happy, when you're fulfilled, then your family, your friends, your loved ones get that part of yourself. Next, Stop over explaining your boundaries. The right people would understand. Because I feel when you even talk too much, you talk beyond what is necessary. When you over explain yourself, like you're trying to explain selfishness, like you're trying to be selfish, the right people would understand. And if they don't get it, and if they pick offense, then I'm sorry to say they were never the right people. You are allowed to rest. You don't need to explain why you are saying no to helping someone move on a weekend. You don't need to explain why you are saying no to that party that will leave you with a splitting headache when you know you need rest instead. You don't need to explain why you are saying no to that additional extra task that will leave you drained and exhausted, and it's not an emergency and somebody else can actually do it and do it better than you. You are allowed peace. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed rest. It is not a crime. It is not being selfish. It is absolutely human of you. You are absolutely allowed to take up space in your own life. You are allowed to be seen, to be heard, and not to feel invincible and unloved and unappreciated. I will leave one thing for you today. Stop feeling guilty. And because this is very important, I will repeat it once more for emphasis. Stop feeling guilty. You are allowed rest. You are allowed love. You are allowed peace. You are allowed to take up space in your own life. You are allowed happiness. Beautiful. Being the loving one is amazing. The nurturer is such a special feeling. But, and a big but, you are not allowed to earn love of others through self-sacrifice. Should I repeat that? Should I repeat that? Okay, maybe I will repeat it again. You are not allowed to earn love, to feel like you have to earn people's love through self-sacrifice. Never. I mean, if you take nothing else from my video, I want you to take this with you. You are not allowed to feel like you have to earn people's love through self-sacrifice. You are not too much. You are just too loving for people who take without giving back. It is not a flaw. It is not a bad thing. It just means it is time to include you in your circle of people who are receiving your love. So you don't have to stop caring. You just have to remember to care for you too. So subscribe if you are done giving until you break. This space is for big-hearted people who are learning to set soft boundaries with strong love. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.